It's Uvalde Radio. It's Robert Miguel. You just heard Melissa Brooke and a song called Beast. One of the, I get a lot of great response on that song all the time, especially from the ladies. They really love that song. And, Melissa Brooke's going to be in town tonight, Friday Night Live at Broadway 830. We're kicking up the live music back at Broadway here in Uvalde. And we're excited because here to talk all about it, Melissa Brooke.
Hey!
What's up, Melissa Brooke?
Nothing much, man. Just getting some laundry done so I can get ready to get on the road and head to see you guys today.
Now, you're in San Antonio. Now, we've talked several times before. You used to be out in Port Aransas, so you're like a beach girl, right? And then
Island girl through and through.
Recently moved to San Antonio. So the last time we spoke, things were really shut down. It was you kind of moved right before COVID, right?
Yeah, I got into San Antonio like 3 weeks before it hit.
So you didn't have a whole lot of chance to get out because obviously things got shut down. Have you had a chance to kind of explore San Antonio a bit? You get a little bit more acclimated?
No. Honestly, I know how to get to my job, and I think I got to go to the Japanese tea garden, but that was like right before COVID hit. I haven't really gotten to go anywhere.
I mean, honestly, we're like an hour and a half from San Antonio, but I don't go there nearly as often as I probably could because of this. But I mean, malls, department stores, is everything shut down? How many restaurants can you go to? Is it that hard to get out and do stuff still?
No, there's things that are open. Venues are opening. I think there's movie theaters open. There's a lot of stuff open.
Okay.
I just tend to stick to myself and not go out.
Okay.
I had COVID and I don't want it again. So
okay.
I don't want to venture out until things are a little bit more clean, I guess.
You brought that up. We had you scheduled to play. What was that? July or something like that? Maybe.
Yeah.
And then you came down with the COVID. Now there's got to be some sort of immunity. What does your doctor say about that? Is that something they're still trying to figure out?
Yeah, so apparently they're saying if you had it as bad as I did, it's kind of like the flu. Like you can get it again, but you'll have more flu-like symptoms. Man, it was really awful. The day that I was supposed to come play with you guys back in July, perfectly, I was fine the night before, and I woke up that next morning and I couldn't smell anything. I couldn't taste anything. I couldn't get from my bed to my bathroom sink to get water, and I was doubled over, couldn't breathe. It was terrifying. I wanted to go to the doctor so bad, to the hospital, because I started panicking. But I lived on the 3rd floor, and I was like, if I try to step down these stairs, I'm gonna pass out.
Oh my Lord!
To, hold myself up for 13 days. It took 13 days to get over it, and a lot of antibiotics and a lot of orange juice, so I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Man,
well, I'm so glad you're back. Obviously, you're better, 100%, feeling good, okay.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
But definitely probably going to be a little bit, I guess you're going to be a little bit more skeptical of the big handshakes and sipping out of somebody else's glass of Crown and Coke, huh?
Yeah, definitely won't be sharing drinks with anybody. No, I'm actually really excited. The precautions that I've seen a lot of restaurants and stuff take are absolutely phenomenal. It's just making sure people wash their hands,
Absolutely. And, of course, Broadway 830, where the show is tonight from 7 to 10. You guys come out and see Melissa Brooke perform live, kind of a solo acoustic kind of thing. But they have been, this whole time, been champions of just taking the right precautions, CDC guidelines, and then maybe even above and beyond. But they're going to keep it nice and safe. Now, just so you know, Melissa, the mask mandate has been lifted in Uvalde County because we're under the number of cases. So we've been doing pretty good here. But people are still urged, to wear them if you're kind of being close quarters and, in a more intimate setting. So y'all keep that in mind. But, man, I'm just excited that you're healthy. And not only are you healthy and well, but you've got a brand new single, finally, right?
I've got a brand new single. It only took a year.
Right. So okay, let's go and rewind. You put out an EP a while back, right? And then you had Beast after a break, and then I guess another little break. So let's go and do the brief history of your recording history, I guess.
So I went in with Beast, and I recorded. So I have an EP. The EP is actually going to be on pre-order. This is a first thing that only you guys are going to get to hear.
Ooh.
Nobody else knows this yet. But the EP will be on pre-order. We're probably going to do the first week of December of the release. So in the next, 3 weeks, we're going to put the whole EP up so people can pre-order it, and you'll have that. In around the time that I released Beast, I recorded my whole EP, and I kind of was just waiting for, the right time to release this new single, Let Me Breathe. But then COVID happened, and stuff went kind of crazy, and that just kind of got put on hold. But then I was talking with my promoter, Mr. Dylan Steen, who's phenomenal, and I love that guy. Mm-hmm. He was like, "Girl, let's go, balls to the wall." And I'm like, "All right."
I love Dylan. I'm glad he got you going. That's good. He's a good man.
Oh yeah, that's my guy right there. That's my buddy.
So now is the time, and we got the new single. And again, you're gonna a full EP will be available very soon. Then, right, for download and whatnot. Okay.
The pre-order is going to be ready in the next couple of weeks, and then. I'm thinking December 1st is when we'll drop the EP.
Now, is there a title for the EP?
I think it's just going to be Let Me Breathe.
Oh, okay, very cool. Okay. And when we say EP, how many tracks are we talking about?
6.
Awesome, very good. All right, well, okay, that's something to look forward to. And tonight when you perform at Broadway 830, I imagine we're going to hear some of these new songs, right?
Oh, yeah. For sure.
So let's talk about the performance tonight. I keep hearing references to you and Disney princesses, and you were actually kind enough to do a cool live Facebook takeover for us late spring, I believe that was. But so we got those of us who are tuned in know we got a little sample of what you're about. What can we expect tonight when we see you full on live and in person?
So my biggest thing about playing live shows is I'm an entertainer. Yes, I'm a singer-songwriter, and I love that you guys love my music and you spin my music. But I'm one of those people like myself, if I'm going out and having dinner with friends or family or somebody or going to go have drinks and there's live music, I want to be able to listen to the artist and listen to what their songs are, but I also want to, I would be more inclined to listen if they played songs that I knew too. And that's one of my biggest things. So I play everything classic rock. I play Disney songs. I do some hip hop mashups. I literally play everything across the board. I sing in Spanish. It's a big fun experience for everybody to enjoy.
Wow, that sounds totally awesome, man. That's awesome. I'm so excited about it. And you were kind enough to do some Shania for me and my daughter during that live thing.
I'll definitely be doing some Shania. Is your daughter going to be there tonight?
She will be there, yeah. So we can kind of celebrate her birthday late. So, so when you were going to be here, that we were going to celebrate her 14th birthday, which we still did, but I'll be honest, she was a little disappointed that you weren't there, but we're going to make it all up tonight. It's going to be good.
Oh, yeah, I will make it up to that girl, and I will sing some Shania for her, and I'll sing Happy Birthday. I apologize for that. I shouldn't have gotten sick.
No, you know what? I that was not to make you feel bad. I mean, God bless you. I mean, if you're going to call in with a reason, COVID's a pretty darn good reason. So... Well, we're just glad that you're healthy, man. But again, we're talking to Melissa Brooke. She's based out of San Antonio. She's got a brand new EP coming out pretty soon and a brand new single that you might have heard already here on Uvalde Radio. Now, we've got it a little bit early, thanks to Dylan, the man you were talking about earlier. So we've been playing it. But let's go ahead and get into it. I know that we got to let you get ready and get on the road and get on down here, right?
Yes, sir. I'm so excited to hang out with you guys.
Yeah, tell me this, how far outside your last visit to Uvalde, the last time around when you came through in person, how far have you gotten outside of San Antonio? I mean, is this the first time you're going to be going down 90?
Yes, absolutely. The only time I've actually left is when I went to visit my parents up in Fort Worth, but I usually take 281, and then going back home to Port A a couple times because the tropical storms and the hurricanes that came through gave me some pretty awesome surf, so I had to drive down to Port A and get some surfing time in.
Nice. Very good. Priorities, man. You got to have them. I mean, it was almost like a lost summer. I'm glad you had at least a little bit of fun, right? It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know what? I owe you some tequila, so we'll get ready for that tonight.
Oh, man.
But
there's a reason why I asked to have off tomorrow.
Very nice. All right. Well, man, we're looking forward to seeing you. We're going to get you on the road here very soon. For those who want to check you out right now, where's the best way to find you online? I'm sure Melissa Brooke Music. Google that, and what else?
Yeah, definitely. My Facebook page is Melissa Brooke. All forms of social media, Instagram, Snapchat. You know what? I even found out today. This is actually really cool. Or I found out last night. I'm sorry. I found out that my song, Beast and Let Me Breathe, are both clips on TikTok.
What?
So, yeah, and I think, like, they put it on TikTok, which is, like, super cool for me because that's, like, a really big popular app right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, like, think of how to put some little, competition or, like, contest to win free merch with that, but I haven't figured it out yet. But, yeah, you can find me pretty much literally anywhere. The website is currently under construction. We're revamping it from the Beast era, and we're getting it ready for the whole EP. So the website's down at the moment, but it is melissabrookmusic.com. But it's not up just yet, but it will be.
All right, and finally, before we let you go, let's talk briefly about the new single, Let Me Breathe, again, just to kind of basically, I guess, the inspiration of it and whatnot.
Yeah, so Let Me Breathe, I actually wrote this song 5 years ago. I went through it was my own version of a relationship. I was with somebody that was very toxic, and he would get with me and break up with me and get with me and break up with me, and he was much older than me. And I was just young, and I was naive, and he was just really narcissistic and made me feel like I wasn't a person unless I was with him, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I finally, I moved away. I moved up to Fort Worth, 300 miles away from him, and started getting my stuff together, working on, getting out of 5 years of just not good. And I realized, I was like, you know what, I don't want to think of you at all times of the day. I don't want to be in pain. I don't want to see you and it feel like a knife in my chest. And he's like, I need to let go, and I just want to be able to breathe. And so you need to leave me alone. I tried everything I could, but it's not good for either one of us. So I need to breathe, and that's exactly what it is. But it doesn't have to be just a relationship. I mean, it can be friendship. It can be, some people have family members that they need to step back from too. It's just a situation where you have love for somebody and you did everything you could, but at the same time, it's not healthy for you to still be there,
Right. No, it's a great song, and you can definitely tell that lyrically it's something that, is close to you or that you experienced. So, man, you've got some really great, mature lyrics, I mean, you're what, 25? Is that what I read?
Yes, sir, 25 years old.
And if you wrote this when you were 20, then, you had already learned a lesson that many of us did learn till into our 30s and 40s. so good on you.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't a good time for me. It was right around my 21st birthday, so I had alcohol, and I learned what drinking your pain away was. It's one of those times where it's you know what, I've got to be bigger than this emotion. Let me put it into a song.
But let me say this as an elder, okay? 21 is the right age to be going through that kind of drama. It's when you're going through that kind of stuff at 40, and everybody knows that guy or that gal, that is going through some bad relationship that they're way too old to be going through, So again, like I said, it's painful for all of us, but, for you to learn that lesson in your early 20s and move on, I think that's fantastic because, like I said, I know a lot of people way older than you that are still in bad relationships, that they should have learned their lesson they should have heard your song long ago.
Well, and that's one of those things, too, where I actually had somebody message me, and I didn't know who they were, and they actually said that exact same thing. They said, I've been in this relationship, and I was so excited because I'm a big fan of yours. I heard you play over in Wichita Falls a couple years ago and followed you since. And I heard this song, and I just started crying, and I just wanted you to know, I'm still listening to it, right now. And it's you literally pulled these emotions and the thoughts that I've been thinking but have been too scared to act on and slapped me in the face with it. And because of you, I'm going to be finally taking a step out of this relationship with my ex, who's really abusive physically and mentally. And I just need to learn to let go and to breathe again. And I'm like, man, that's the kind of positivity that I want.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. That's fantastic. Again, the new song is called Let Me Breathe. We've been talking to Melissa Brooke. Thank you, Melissa. It's been really cool catching up with you. We will see you tonight, Broadway 830, 100 East Main Street, downtown Uvalde. Delicious artisan pizza, cold craft beer, and a full bar. And Melissa Brooke live tonight, 7 to 10. Exciting.
I am so excited. I hope to see each and every single one of you guys there, and let me serenade you and hug you and love you for the love of God, because I have missed playing.
It is going to be a party. Here it is, Melissa Brooke. This is Let Me Breathe on Uvalde Radio. Thank you.
up in pain. We had a fight, then you left calling out my name. Fast forward a week, I'm sitting on your couch. You say it's alright, but I know we're gonna crash down. And I don't want you to be the first thing on my mind and the last thing when I go to sleep at night. I don't know how much I can take. I don't wanna cry when I hear your name and feel that bullet in my heart again. Come on, baby, it's time to let me go. Let me breathe. What's a girl like me to do when my heart is screaming out for you? Just when I thought you were the one, I'm staring at the end of a loaded gun. Our love was never bulletproof, and I don't want you to be the first thing on my mind and the last thing when I go to sleep at night. I don't know how much I can take. I don't wanna cry when I hear your name and feel that bullet in my heart again. Come on, baby, it's time to let me go and let me breathe. Never imagined that I'd fall flat, being pinned down on the mat. I've gotta leave, no turning back, 'cause I don't want you to be the first thing on my mind and the last thing when I go to sleep at night. I don't know how much I can take.